Why, hello there, YouTube. Evilman XD here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Wi-Fi match. Today's match is against a guy by the name of Pokemonwiz5, who actually made me this sexy-looking Gary sprite you see on your screen right now, walking down the runway. Ooh, check me out. Pose, pose, vogue, vogue. Anyways, this is going to be a Dreamworld NU match today that me and my opponent had for a tournament that Jack 3 is hosting currently. So it's a pretty good match. I'd also like to take this time to go ahead and thank anyone who's seen my PMP beta video. It was a really good match. I got a lot of positive feedback. And I'd also like to thank all of the subscribers who have come to my channel from it. I'm really excited to have you guys around, and I hope you enjoy my content just as much as you did before. So, to start this match off, this is going to be, like I said, a Dreamworld NU. So looking at team preview, you're going to see that my opponent is running what appears to be a rain team, and I'm just running some guys that I thought ran well together, as well as some Dreamworld NU abilities I felt I could abuse. I have Amoonguss and a Mala with Regenerator, and I do also have Emboar with Reckless, whose Flare Blitz just destroys everything, like, intensely. So to go ahead and start off, I noticed he was leading it with Electrode. I knew it would happen. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Ixion, which is that big Zebstrika. I'm going to go for Volt Switch, actually thinking he would have the Focus Sash item, but I believe it turns out that he was running Damp Rock, so this was kind of a dumbish play, but I wanted to be safe rather than sorry. So right here, I'm going to go for Sucker Punch, expecting his Electrode to explode right away, but he's going to go ahead and taunt, predicting me to set up a Swords Dance. But that's okay with me because while it does stall out 1 PP of Sucker Punch, it also is going to stall out a turn of Rain, and that's more beneficial to me than anything. So right here, Sucker Punch is going to take out his Electrode, and he's going to bring in his Amoonguss. Now I figured the only reason to bring in Amoonguss is to set up the Spore, so I'm going to go straight into my Egypt Bird, and I'm going to Magic Bounce it right back onto him, put him to sleep, and give me a little bit more momentum. Now that Amoonguss is asleep, I'm pretty dang sure he's going to want to switch out. There's no reason not to. And I'm going to actually hit the T-Wave on the Zubat that comes in, which is actually really good for me because just about any Zubat set, will be hindered by being paralyzed. So this turn, I'm going to go ahead and set up Light Screen just in case he is a Calm Minding variant, while he's going to go ahead and set up Reflect, just trying to get my attacks to do less to his team. Very wise play on his part. Now right here, I feel the need to mention that this Wi-Fi battle crapped out on us several times, and in the original battle, when he went for this move, there was a Parahax. But instead of changing up moves, he did the respectable thing and sat there and used Reflect again, just in case the para didn't happen. I really, really appreciate him doing that. It stuck to the original game, and it was a really honorable thing to do, and it was really cool. So right here, he's going to bring in his Amoonguss to take any electric move, and I'm just going to go ahead and Volt Switch out and just go into my balls. Because my balls have major power, don't you know that? Hidden power, see? Balls, doing work. My balls are super effective against his Amoonguss. Magic time, can't argue. So right here, my balls have done enough work. They need to get on back. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my Boorish, which is that big, reckless Emboar. Since I know he's asleep, he's not going to be doing anything to me. And also his Light Screen's going to wear off, which is good for me. I'm just going to go ahead and use Wild Charge. Now, I picked Wild Charge over Flare Blitz for the only reason that I was afraid that Gorobus might come in and try to kill me in one hit, and I didn't want that to happen. So I went for Wild Charge. He does go into Armaldo, which unfortunately is going to give him time to set up, as I look like a retard and go out into my Egypt Bird, thinking he would go for the Stealth Rocks, when instead he is a setup Swift Swim set. Dreamworld abilities for the win. So right here, I'm going to go into my balls to tank whatever hit he wants to go for, and this Stone Edge is just going to gone out of the park. He knocked my balls out with his stones. His stones are bigger and stronger than my balls. Like, what the fuck is that? That's messed up. So right here, I'm going to go out into Ixion, and I'm going to go for the T-Bolt, knowing that I'm Specs, and I'll easily be able to take him out because he's only at about half health, and Armaldo's special defense is on the lower side. So right here, again, he's going to go into his Amoonguss, knowing Ixion can't basically do anything. So I'm going to go straight out into Boorish, this time on the 1 free turn of sleep, while he's going to go ahead and pull a double switch out into his Zubat. Well, I guess it wasn't really a double switch, but it was a switch on a down, so, So right here, now he pulls a double switch and takes Zubat out and goes straight back into Amoonguss, not wanting to take anything that Boorish can really do to it yet, trying to salvage it, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for Flare Blitz, which would have easily knocked out the Zubat, but it'll even easier knock out the Amoonguss. Now, I'm going to take a lot of recoil from that, which is pretty unfortunate. Now right here, the smarter play for me to do would have been to stay in and go for that Choice Banded Flare Blitz, but instead I'm going to go into my big Love Disc, And again, I'm going to make kind of a dumb play. Instead of protecting first turn to stall for a rain turn, I'm going to go straight for the Toxic just to try to whittle this Ludicolo down. And I should have known that this would kill because I run a Ludicolo of my own in my rain team videos. If any of you guys haven't seen those before, go check those out. You can see a lot of Ludicolo doing work. And right here I look like a total nub because I just lost 2 pokes in 1 hit that were my major defensive core. So right here, I don't feel confident sending Absol out just yet, so I'm going to have to send something else in to die and to stall out a rain turn. I decide Egypt Bird is the best idea because I have nothing else to do. So I'm going to go here, go into luck. I'm going to Sucker Punch him in the face, and this shows you that Absol should not be NU. He is an absolute beast. This is Adamant, Life Orb, Stab, Sucker Punch, knocking bitches out. Okay, now right here, when I saw Gorbis, I was afraid. Because if he had the Focus Sash, he would have won the game. And I am pretty damn sure that he does have it. So I'm going to go for Psycho Cut instead of that Sucker Punch. But he does go for Surf and knocks me out the first turn. But thankfully, when I go for this T-Bolt, I'm not going to see that Focus Sash item. So that means I'm going to be able to go ahead and win this game with a narrow 2-0 and be able to pull it off. It honestly came down to luck and item choice in this match. It was a very close and fun match, and I really enjoyed it. I also have to thank that rain running out at the absolute perfect time, thanks to my stupidity of not using Protect on the first turn. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. It means a lot. I'd like to hear from you guys. And I'll be sure to catch you guys later. Another match from this tournament will be up soon, and peace.